Nigerian Police Force (NPF) has launched an urgent investigation into a distressing viral video depicting a woman administering an alcoholic drink to a baby. The footage, circulated on X by content creator Chooks Eric on Sunday, shows an unidentified woman pouring Action Bitters, a popular herbal alcoholic drink, into an infant girl's mouth. The caption on the video, "Every night just for her to sleep," suggests this practice is routine for the woman to induce sleep in the child. The biological relationship between the woman and the baby remains unconfirmed at the time of this report. The video has sparked widespread condemnation and calls for immediate intervention from child welfare advocates and the general public. In response, the NPF issued a statement via X on Monday condemning the act as distressing and emphasizing that exposing a child to alcohol is both illegal and dangerous. The police highlighted their priority to ensure the child's safety and bring the perpetrator to justice. The NPF has appealed to the public, specifically urging Chooks Eric and anyone possessing valuable information to come forward and assist in the swift apprehension of the woman. They have equally provided a dedicated contact number 09169967,000 for tips underscoring their commitment to a thorough investigation into the egregious act of child endangerment. So this video, I did see the video myself, and you know, she had the caption, she needs to induce this child with this every night for the child to go to bed. Now, I wanted to see like the original video myself, so I went to, it was posted on what's it called, TikTok, and so I went to trace the actual account, and she was, you know, on her comment, she was telling people, oh, it's Coke that she poured into the Action Bitter sachet, and it's not necessarily the Action Bitter in the sachet. But I need to know your thoughts on this report.
No, it's to know the woman. What kind of job does she do? Why is she so much bent on making the child sleep for a long time? So what kind of job does she do? Is she married? That's another thing. Is she married? Is she a single mom? Now, if she's a single mom, what kind of job does she do? Now, then let's take it a little further. Is that she doesn't have money to buy? Because even if she wants to make the child sleep, there are medical ways to get that done. You understand? Even if she wants the child to sleep, so maybe so that she can be able to do some other stuff, there are medical ways, there are right, healthy ways to make the child sleep. So the question now is, these investigations for me should be done before we begin to kill the woman. First of all, let's find out these things. Who is she? What her challenges? What's the frustration that could have led her to do this? This baby in question now, is it that the man responsible for this child abandoned her? What? Because at this point now, you and I know that any mother that have given birth to before knows that we have is it postpartum depression,
right?
And I've interviewed some mothers before. You know, they will tell you that when that thing starts, sometimes they feel like carrying a knife and stabbing the child because of the frustration that comes with that early motherhood. Even with the one that is even in a house being loved by the husband, even the one that is in a house with family around, that depression can make them think all manner of things to do to their child. You understand?
Yeah.
So before we jump at this, I understand I'm not supporting whatever the woman is doing, but I think that, you know, Nigeria is a country where we don't really care about people. Let me use that word. Now everybody shouting now, the baby now, but what about the woman? What could have made a mother that carried a child for this long, you know, to try to do this just to make the child sleep? For me, I think let's do those investigations first of all. Let's understand who this woman is.
What do you think will make a mother, like you said, film the act of feeding a child alcoholic beverage? I want to gather your thoughts as regards social media clout.
I'm getting to that. That's one. Then number two, the fact that you know that what you're doing is wrong, and then you are videoing it, also tells me, what if this is not real? What if this person just wants to use this thing to gain traffic? Just like one musician, you know, just went on social media and started talking about how he slept with a 12-year-old or something like And then he decided, he got the comments he wanted, he got the food. Then I came back again to say that no, that he just did that thing just so that just to move traffic on his page. That he has found out on social media there's only negative news that now before a particular agency now declared him wanted, and he's telling them he didn't really do it, and there was no child anywhere that he abused, and he just came out to say that. Now let's even assume that okay, this person that came to do that now, truly there was no child that he abused, and then just like so that traffic can move. What if that's also what this lady is doing?
Do you think this kind of behavior should be encouraged on the social media space?
For me, if finally the investigations are done and they found out that it wasn't actually the action beaters, that she was just trying to create content, she should be punished very well, and punished in a way that everybody will know her punishment. You understand me? For misleading the public, so that any other person that would think of this, because people can do crazy things now just so that there'll be traffic online, and it is my challenge with this is that it is having a negative impact on the younger generations, on children between the ages of 10 to about 18 right now, because you find out that it is the negative things that are having the viral shares, and the way these children have phones right now, you are shocked. They get into their mother's phone, they get into their father's phones, and they're watching things that at their age they shouldn't even be exposed to. And you find them getting exposed to these contents early. Okay, look at that now. If a child of 12, 13, 14, 15 now gets to watch that content, because I know the content is already going viral. Now watching that content and watching this girl do this to this child, and then looking at all the comments and everything that is happening, think about it. For me, let them do that investigation and be sure, whatever the case may be, definitely, whatever the case may be, she should be disciplined.
Right.
And discipline now will now be determined by, if you find out that okay, this is out of depression, mentally she's not okay, let us help her get okay. Take the child away from her for a while, then find out who the father is, and why the father, if the father is in the picture, if the father rejected, however, let's find out all that, then solve that problem.
You know that for most people, most Nigerians that have moved to the UK, there has been a clamor to some degree that many people actually lost their children to child protective services because they left their children. Some people left their children at home and went somewhere and kind of lost custody. I think I stumbled on the video of a woman that said she has not seen her 2 children for 5 years or so, or something like that, and just recently really, and she's struggling to get a chance to see them again. Do you think if we replicate that sort of process where people begin to value children, where you can actually lose your child in real time and not have access, people will become more careful and more reasonable with their actions? Do you think that is something that, you know, we can implement in Nigeria to keep our kids safer?
To a large extent, if implementing that in Nigeria, for me, it is also at the extreme on the other side. Now, you watch that, okay, because I discipline my child, and my child carries phone and rings, when they come, all they're looking at is there a mark on your body? Yes. They carry the child. You are being abusive. While
and that is just maybe that is basically around spanking.
Yes.
And it doesn't even get to the point where they know that you're serving alcohol by make believe pretense or no whatnot.
So that's, for me, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I still think that our culture to a large extent is helping us to have our heads balanced, you know, and all that. I know that some parents go overboard. They go overboard, but the truth is, if you can find a way to regulate these things, if you can find a way to regulate it, to put a balance on it, I think it will help us.
Thank you so much for your report.